Hi there, it's Yasmin Boland here, your trusty astrologer. I'm an astrologer, I'm a moonologer, and today I want to talk about the astrology for the weekend that lies ahead, mainly because I have a weekly radio show on hayhouseradio.com called Weekly Astrology with Yasmin. But this week I had the wonderful hippie witch Joanna DeVoe on, and so I wasn't able to record it, so I wanted to just give you a heads up about the energies that lie ahead in the next few days. So, looking at the chart for the charts, or actually these are called aspects for the coming few days. Probably the biggest thing to look at straight away is this. It's a harmonious aspect between the planet of love and abundance, romance and riches, Venus, to Saturn. Here we go. Saturn here, who's at the very, very end of his long and arduous stay in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, basically, this is going to mean different things to different people, obviously, depending on where it hits your personal chart. But overall, Venus making a harmonious sextile to Saturn is just really good news for everybody. It means the week is going to end on quite a positive note. As I said, Venus is the planet of relating and riches, money, abundance. Saturn's the planet of hard work. So any efforts you've been making to do with money or to do with getting on better with someone, or getting on better with everyone, depending on your own personal challenges, it should start to really pay off now. Relationships are going to feel more stable and secure. And if you're signing anything like a financial agreement between now and the next couple of days, you have this in the chart of the signature, and it's a really, really nice thing to have. So that's really good. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. Oh, yes, that's right. So we've got the Sun trine Neptune. So there's the Sun, and there's the planet of the divine, Neptune. So this is the ego and the spotlight in the chart. And this is the planet of the divine, of poetry, soulmates, mystical experiences. So one thing I really wanted to point out to you, since you've tuned in, is this is a really, really good time to meditate. Okay, I'm a big meditation fan. In fact, I'm currently doing the Oprah Winfrey and Deepak Chopra free streaming meditation course that they offer every now and then. I think it's called something like Making Every Moment Count. And if you happen to be listening to this on Friday, the 3rd of November, you still have time to sign up for it. I'm not getting anything out of telling you this. It's free, and I don't have any affiliate links with them. But it's the last day you can sign up for it. I signed up a couple of days ago. I've started the meditations. They're amazing. But you don't have to do that. You can just meditate on your own if you know how, or you can just go on YouTube and you'll find, if you Google guided meditations, there's an array of meditations to do. But the whole point is to meditate now. And the reason why it's so important to meditate is that it helps us to connect with our higher self, okay, which knows everything. And I was thinking today about when Oprah, on this free course, when she says, she does a little introduction, then she says, we're going to do this, and Deepak's going to tell you this and that and the other, and then we'll meditate. And she sounds so excited and passionate to meditate. And I think the reason is because when you meditate, it's actually something you can become slightly addicted to, because you sit down, you close your eyes, you kind of get rid of the rest of the world, and you actually have a chance to just work on yourself, for yourself, even if you only meditate for 5 minutes. I mean, ideally you'd be meditating something like 20 minutes twice a day. That's the general rule. But there are no hard and fast rules. That's just one way of doing things, especially if you've come from the TM school, which I came from along the way, of various other ones as well. Okay, so also on the 4th of November, which is tomorrow, Saturday, we get Venus-Uranus, and that's actually brilliant if you're hoping for a change, some kind of change coming your way to do with a relationship. If you've had an upset, you want to turn things around, or in fact, if you've had a financial worry, it can be a time when financial worries will start to turn around. Plus, we get Mercury moving into the sign of Sagittarius. Now, this is most important, I would say, to Sagittarians and Geminis, or people with that sign rising, for the simple reason that they've actually had Saturn being quite grueling and heavy and laying down lots of stuff on them in the last couple of years. They're very much at the end of their cycle now. Mercury moving into Sagittarius here, soon to meet Saturn, is going to help you to communicate and quite often what needs doing at the end of a difficult Saturn cycle is a bit of communication. So that's great. And then we kind of get into next week, which, as I said, I'll cover on my weekly radio show, hayhouseradio.com. Yeah. But what I really want to mention now before we finish is this. Okay, so this is the full moon. We are going to get the full moon in London. It's going to be 5:22 a.m. on Saturday, which actually means that tonight is the biggest, the most energetically charged night of the month, because we've got the moon here. See the moon exactly opposite the sun. So when the moon is opposite the sun, that creates the ultimate light up on the moon, and we get the full moon. And of course the moon doesn't stop moving. The moon will keep moving around the chart over the next 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks we will get the new moon. But right now, tonight, we have the full moon. So that's what I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to give you some tools to work with the full moon as well. I don't know if you're familiar with my website, moonology.com, like astrology, but moonology.com. And if you scroll down the page, you'll get the free full moon forgiveness kit, which is, you'll get a link to it. There's a bit of information, and then there's a link here, which I wanted to offer you. It's free, and it will help you to process your emotions. So basically what happens at the time of the full moon, the moon represents our emotions in astrology, and all our emotions come up, which is why we all go crazy, or loony rather, at the time of the full moon. It's a well-known phenomenon that people go a little bit crazy at the time of the full moon. And so what I want to offer you are some tools, really, to work with the full moon meditation, which you can listen to tonight as you drift off to sleep. Actually, a lot of people have trouble sleeping at the time of the full moon, but this can really help, so I'm told. You'll get the formula for forgiveness, which I'm actually going to read out in a minute, but it's with music, with binaural beats and so on. And I'm also going to give you this PDF, which is Full Moon Forgiveness Gratitude. It's from my book, Moonology. If you don't know my book, Moonology, this is it here, Moonology from Hay House. The information might seem really obvious, but you know, when you're really upset, sometimes a few steps towards forgiving someone can really help. And remember, not forgiving someone doesn't help anyone. Forgiving someone doesn't mean what someone did was right, okay? But what it means is you're willing to forgive it and move on. It's really, really, really important. You can also use the full moon to release any other negativity. For example, if you're frustrated by someone or by something, by a situation in your life, you just need to forgive the situation. You need to forgive the person involved. That's what to do. So what I wanted to do now is I wanted to read you a part of the formula for forgiveness, which is in my book, Moonology, thanks to the permission of a woman called Catherine Ponder, who actually wrote something which inspired me. This is very much based on her work, and she gave me permission to take it into the full moon realm. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you're ready to let something go, if you're ready to forgive, and if you're ready to become energetically clear, which is going to make it easier for you to manifest, okay, in 2 weeks' time at the new moon, between now and then, you will start to manifest much more efficiently, because when you're full of anger or resentment, that basically blocks your ability to manifest, okay? So here we go, if you're ready. Okay, so breathing in and out. Under the glorious full moon, I forgive everything, everyone, every experience, every memory of the past or present that needs forgiveness. I forgive positively everyone. I also forgive myself of past mistakes. The universe is love, and I am forgiven and governed by love alone. Love is now adjusting my life and realizing that I abide in peace. Okay. Listen to it again if you need to. Listen to it a couple of times. And do get the Full Moon Forgiveness Kit. for the full moon meditation, which I think people find extremely powerful. I'm wishing you all the best for the full moon, which is coming at the time of recording in 17 hours, 57 minutes and 46 seconds. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I'll be back on Hay House Radio next week, actually doing my weekly astrology with Yasmin as a Facebook Live and also on the radio. So thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love and full moon blessings.